Thank you, Ray, and howdy, everybody. Welcome to our program. We're mighty glad to be here today, and we hope we'll have a few numbers on the show that you might enjoy. And I'd like to introduce the first number just a little bit different here today. George Shuffler, you don't do too much talking on the show, so how about you coming up and telling the folks what the first number is?
All right, Ralph, I want to tell them it's going to be a great big privilege for me to get to help sing on this and with you, too. Carter, he's still got a little laryngitis. This is one of the best numbers that... or actually, financially, I might say that the Stanley brothers have had the opportunity of recording for a long time, one called On the Sunny Side of the Mountain. Now don't forget me, little darling, while I'm growing old and gray. Just a little thought before I'm going far away. I'll be waiting on the hillside where the wild red roses grow, on the sunny side of the mountain where the river waters flow. Now don't forget about those days we courted many years ago. Don't forget those promises you made me, and so I'll be waiting on the hillside for the day when you will call, on the sunny side of the mountain where the river waters fall. Now tell me, darling, in your letter, do you ever think of me? I've wondered, little darling, wonder where you can be. I'll be waiting on the hillside for the day when you will call, on the sunny side of the mountain where the river waters fall. Now don't forget me, little darling, while I'm growing old and gray. Just a little thought before I'm going far away. I'll be waiting on the hillside where the wild red roses grow, on the sunny side of the mountain where the river waters flow.
All right, thank you very much, Ray, and thank you, George. A little picking there on the old guitar, and don't let your sweet love die. Well, I see Ralph coming slipping up behind me here with the old 5-string minor dipper. A little song on his mind, I believe. Something like Little Maggie. Let's try it. Over yonder stands little Maggie, with a dram glass in her hand. She's drinking away her trouble and a-courting another man. Pretty flowers were made for blooming, pretty stars were made to shine, pretty women were made was sitting on the banks of the sea with a 44 around her and a banjo on her knee. Lay down your last gold dollar, lay down your gold watch and chain. Little Maggie's gonna dance for Daddy. Listen to that old banjo ring. Go away, little Maggie. Go do the best you can. I'll get me another woman. You can get you another man. Thank you very much there, Ray Davis. And now moving on with the program here today, along about this time, about every day, why we bring in the old man from way back in the mountains. So here he is today, Uncle Henry Jones.
Right here.
Howdy,
Scoot
Uncle
over
Henry.
and give me room. How you doing today?
Henry, I'm not doing any good today. You know, you've been talking around to George and Carter here about how smart you are. So I've just happened to think of a couple of questions I'd like to ask you today.
All right, go ahead. I'm the
just
smartest
find
fellow
out,
there around
I'd
here.
like to
Just
find out how
go
much
ahead.
you do know.
All right, go right ahead.
You know why that the people up in Pennsylvania build their hog pens on the right-hand side of the road?
People in Pennsylvania build their hog pens on the right side of the road.
Right, uh-huh.
No, I don't believe I know that.
Why, to keep their hogs in? Do you know now why the people down in Virginia builds their hog pens on the left-hand side of the road?
Now, the people in Virginia build their hog pens on the left side of the road?
Yeah, why do they do that, Uncle Henry?
I don't believe I know that either.
Why?
Why?
Why, to keep their hogs in.
All right, now.
Listen, I've got one more now. Anybody ought to know this one. Why does Uncle Sam wear red, white, and blue suspenders?
Uncle Sam wears red, white, and blue suspenders.
That's right, why does he?
I know that one.
Yeah, why?
That's to keep his hogs in. Listen, I've had some requests to sing one here. Getting the key of A there.
All right.
Kind of get me started off. Give me the chord of A, boy. Is that A chord?
That's A chord.
Well, you better give me A rope. That chord ain't gonna hold me. The title of this tune is I Took My Girlfriend Down in the Cornfield and Kissed Her Between the Ears. Down the road here from me, there's an old holler tree where you lay down $1 or two. Go on around the bend and you come back again. There's a jug full of good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are a few. I'll hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Well, the preacher rode by with his head hoisted high, said his wife had been down with the flu. He thought that I ought just to give him a snort of my good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are a few. I'll hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. said that the dry law went through. If your liquor's too red, it'll swell up your head. Better stick to that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that old Mountain Dew. And them that refuse, there are a few. I'll hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew.
All right, boys, let's hang on now and take a ride on Mule. Thank you there, Ray Davis, and it's hymn time on the program now, and we're going to sing one we've had a whole lot of requests for. I guess it's been one of our most popular hymns, called Rank Stranger. I wandered again to my home in the mountain, where in youth's early dawn I was happy and free. I looked for my friend, but I never could find them. I found they were all everybody I met seemed to be a rank stranger.
No mother or dad,
no mother or dad,
not a friend could I say, not a friend could I say. They knew not my name,
they knew not my name,
and I knew not their faces,
and I knew not their faces.
I found they were
all rank strangers to me, rank strangers to me. They've all moved away, said the voice of a stranger, to to a beautiful home across the dark sea. Some beautiful day I'll meet 'em in heaven, where no one will be a stranger to me. Everybody I met seemed to be a rank stranger.
No mother or dad,
No mother or dad, not a friend
could I see,
not a friend could I see.
they knew not my name,
They knew not my name,
and I knew not their faces.
and I knew not their faces.
I found they were all,
I found they were all rank strangers to me, rank strangers to me. Well, neighbors, looks like we just about come to the end of the journey here for another program. Sure has been a lot of fun visiting with you again today here with Ray Davis, and we hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks a whole lot for being with us, and until the next time, speaking for the whole gang, we'll say so long, neighbor.
Thank you there, Ray Davis, and a great big howdy do, and welcome, friends and neighbors. Live radio coming from the basement. Right now we got Bobby Lundy going to kick you off on an old Bill Monroe number one called On My Way Back to the Old Home. Now back in the days of my childhood, in the evening when everything was still, I used to sit and listen to the Foxhound with my dad in the old Kentucky Hill. I'm on my way back to the old home. The road winds on up the hill. Up there's no light in the window, shining long ago where I lived. Now soon my child days are over. I'll have to leave my home. Mother and Dad are gone to heaven. I'm left in this cold world alone. I'm on my way back to the old home. The road winds on up the hill, but there's no light in the window, shining long ago where I lived. Now her in the hills of old Kentucky, they're the fondest spot in my memory. I'm on my way back to the old home, a light in the window I long to see. I'm on my way back to the old home. The road winds on up the hill, but there's no light in the window, shining long ago where I live. I'm on my way back to the old home. The road winds on up the hill, but there's no light in the window, shining long ago where I live. All right, yeah, man, on my way back to the old home. Good picking there, Bob. All the boys done good on that one. We got another one here. We're going to slow things down. This is a song I recorded with a Longview band, and we're going to call Danny Paisley around here to help me do the singing on it. One called The Lonesome Old Home. so fine. I had mama and dad so much on my mind, thinking of home and the ones I love so. Everything was so great around the old home. Then I woke up, I was a dreaming. No mother, no dad, no children to play. Everything was so quiet, everybody was gone. There was nothing left but a lonesome old home. Then I got up, the sun was so bright. I looked all around with something not right. Walked through the door, and there on the hill stood two lonesome graves. Lord, it gave me a chill. Then I woke up, I was a dreaming. No mother nor dad, no children to play. Everything was so quiet, everybody was gone. There was nothing left but a lonesome old home. As I stood there, everything was so still. As I started to leave them lonesome old hills, leaving behind where I used to roam, mama and dad at her lonesome old home. Then I woke up, I was a dreaming. No mother nor dad, no children to play. Everything was so quiet, everybody was gone. There was nothing left but a lonesome old home. All right, yeah, mighty powerful singing. Mighty powerful singing. That's good tenor singing there, Danny Paisley. Yes, sir. John Glick, that's mighty fine fiddle playing. I don't know where in the world you come up with all them licks that you come up with. Don't put that fiddle down. I'd like to hear a little bit of the Billy in the Low Ground. cold world and far away from home. Some mother's boy's wandering all alone. No one to guide him or make his footsteps right. Some mother's boy's lonely tonight. Oh, bring back to me my wandering boy, for there is no other left to give me joy. Tell him his mother with faded cheeks and hair, she's at the old home waiting up there. Out in the hallway there stands a vacant chair and an old pair of shoes he used to wear. Empty as the cradle he used to love so well. Oh, how I miss him, no tongue can tell. Oh, bring back to me my wandering boy, for there is no other left to give me joy. Tell him his mother with faded cheeks and hair, she's at the old home waiting up there. 'til you find him and bring him back to me, far, far away, wherever he may be. Tell him his mother with faded cheeks and hair, she's at the old home waiting him there. But bring back to me my wandering boy, for there is no other left to give me joy. Tell him his mother with faded cheeks and hair, she's at the old home waiting him there. She's at the old home waiting him there.
Oh, bring back to me my wandering boy. I guess he wandered off a little too far. Well, I'll tell you what. We got to take a little ride, and this is a sad one. This one's not wandering too far. This one's wandering 6 more miles to the graveyard.
6 more miles to the graveyard. 6 more miles along that side. 6 more miles I'll leave my darling. Leave the best friend I ever had. Oh, the rain is slowly falling, and my heart is so sore. 6 more miles I'll leave my darling. Never on this earth I'll see no more. Bringing my darling back home. 6 more miles to the graveyard. Ever on this earth, no more she'll roam. Leave her in that lonesome graveyard. Leave my darling
6 more miles to the graveyard alone and sad. That's a mighty pitiful number. Folks, it's hymn time on the program now. We're going to bring Danny Paisley around. This will be our final number, and we've got a good one picked out for you. It's an old Stanley Brothers song, and it's one called Our Darlin's Gone.
God is sent a loving angel, and he called our darling home, for he needed another flower to glimmer up the shutting throne. But we know that he is happy since he left this world below, for he saw his home in heaven just before he had to go. Now he left our home so lonely, loneliness no one could know. But we ask God to watch over us and give us comfort to our soul. He's at rest in a lonely mountain, in a deep and narrow grave, and we thank our loving Savior for the comfort that he gave. Now we're here so sad and lonely in this wicked world alone, just a widow and poor orphan in our little mountain home.
Our darling's gone, folks, and it's time for us to be getting out of here. Thank you there, Ray Davis. Thank you. Folks, y'all have a good day. On behalf of all the Paisleys, the Lundys, and James King and John Glick, we'll be seeing you.
Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Black smoke's a rising and it surely is a train. Surely is a train, boys, surely is a train. Black smoke's a rising and it surely is a train. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Little girl waiting on down the line, yeah, on down the line. Little girl's away my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill, $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Cloudy in the east and it looks like rain, boys, looks like rain. Cloudy in the east and it looks like rain. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill, $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home.
All right, there you have it, friends. A long journey home. David Davis here, folks, with the Warrior River Boys, and our good buddy Scott Brannon's guesting today.
Good to be here, David.
Yes, and it's good to be in the basement with Ray Davis once again. And friends, it's good to have you tuned in. And on our way home, we're going to stop by the little old log cabin in the lane.
I'm getting old and feeble and I cannot work no more. I cannot stand the sunshine or the rain. And my mama and my papa, they are sleeping side by side near the little old log cabin in the lane. The chimney's falling down and the roof is all caved in, letting in the sunshine and the rain. And the only friend I have left is that good old dog of mine and the little old log cabin in the lane. The paths they have growed up that led around the hill, the fences all have gone to decay, and the creeks have all dried up where we used to go to mill, and things have changed their course another way. The chimney's falling down and the roof is all caved in, letting in the sunshine and the rain. And the only friend I have left is that good old dog of mine and the little old log cabin in the lane. To stay here, what little time I've got, I want to rest content while I remain, till death shall call this dog and me to find a better home, and the little old log cabin in the lane. The chimney's falling down and the roof is all caved in, letting in the sunshine and the rain. And the only friend I have left is that good old dog of mine and the little old log cabin in the lane.
All right, the little old log cabin in the lane. Lloyd Douglas, I believe Jim Eanes and Alan Shelton both would be awful proud of the way you played that good 5-string banjo. Now, Scott, why don't you pick out one?
All right, David, thanks a lot. What do you say we go way back and do an old Don Reno and Red Smiley classic called I Know You're Married, But I Love You Still?
That's a good one.
The day I met you, my heart spoke to me. It said to love you through eternity, not knowing that you were another's bride. I vowed I'd always be close by your side. You know I love you and I always will. I know you're married, but I love you still. that would die for you. I'd give this world, dear, to belong to you. The game is over now, I know I've lost. My broken heart will have to pay the cost. You know I love you and I always will. I know you're married, but I love you still. You know I love you and I always will. I know you're married, but I love you still.
Oh, you picked a good one right there, Scott. I know you're married, but I love you still. Friends, we're going to have another guest on the show a little bit later on, but right now it's time for a word from Ray Davis. Well, there you have it, friends. Lloyd Douglas and Fireball Mail. Good to be back here with you, folks. Good to be back with you, Ray, in the basement once again. And, folks, I know Ray Davis has always played you a lot of freight train songs over the years, and we've always enjoyed trying to include those type songs in our programs. And on today's portion of our show, we want to include a number of freight train songs. Got a pretty one picked out for you right now. Lloyd, you kick us off on it, if you would. The Wreck of the Number 9.
On a dark, stormy night, not a star was in sight. The north wind came howling down the line. Stood a brave engineer with his sweetheart so dear, and his orders to pull old number 9. She kissed him goodbye with a tear in her eye. The joy in his heart he could not hide. The whole world seemed bright, for she told him that night that tomorrow she'd be his blushing bride. The wheels hummed a song as the train rolled along. The black smoke came pouring from the stack. The headlight agleam seemed to brighten his dream of tomorrow when he'd be going back. He sped around a hill and his brave heart stood still. The headlight was shining in his face. He whispered a prayer as he threw on the air, for he knew this would be his final race. In the wreck he was found, lying there on the ground. He asked them to raise his weary head. His breath slowly went as this message he sent to a maiden who thought she would be wed. There's a little white home that I built for our own, where I dreamed we'd be happy, you and I. But I'll leave it to you, for I know you'll be true till we meet at the Golden Gates. Goodbye. Till we meet at the Golden Gates. Goodbye.
Oh, sad, sad song, The Wreck of the Number 9. Friends, I hope you did enjoy it, and we got another beautiful story song. It kind of ends up on a happier note here. It goes way, way back. A lot of you folks might remember it. I hope some of you might do. It goes by a number of different titles. Please, Mr. Conductor is one. And Scott Brannon and myself, all the fellas, we're going to do our best to tell you the story of the Lightning Express.
Please, Mr. Conductor, don't put me off of this train. The best friend I have in this world, sir, is waiting for me in pain, expecting to die any moment, sir, and may not live through the day. I want to reach home and kiss Mother goodbye before God takes her away. The Lightning Express from the depot so grand had started out on its way, and all of the passengers that were on board seemed to be happy and gay. But one little boy who sat by himself was reading a letter he had. You could plainly tell by the look on his face that the contents of it made him sad. The stern old conductor then started his rounds, taking tickets from everyone there, and finally reaching the side of the boy, he gruffly demanded his fare. I have no ticket, the boy then replied, but I'll pay you back someday. Then I'll put you off at the next stop we make. But he stopped when he heard the boy say, please, Mr. Conductor, don't put me off of this train. The best friend I have in this world, sir, is waiting for me in pain, expecting to die any moment, sir, and may not live through the day. I want to reach home and kiss Mother goodbye before God takes her away. A girl sitting near was heard to exclaim, if you put him off, it's a shame. Taking his hat, a collection she made, the boy's way was paid on the train. I'm obliged to you, miss, for your kindness to me. You're welcome, she said, never fear. Each time the conductor would pass through the car, the boy's words would ring in his ear. Please, Mr. Conductor, don't put me off of this train. The best friend I have in this world, sir, is waiting for me in pain, expecting to die any moment, sir, and may not live through the day. I want to reach home and kiss Mother goodbye before God takes her away.
The Lightning Express. Friends, I hope you enjoyed it. Just like I told you earlier on, it ended up on a brighter note, and I'm glad it did. And, too, I told you a little earlier that we're going to have another special guest here with us today, and I'm talking about one of America's top bluegrass singers in the business today, Mr. James King. James, good to have you.
Thank you there, Dave Davis, and all you boys are sounding fine. It's good to be here today in the basement with our good old buddy Ray Davis.
Good to see you again, James.
Yes, sir, Dave. I got a good number picked out, and I brought my special guest fiddle player today, but he's been fiddling with me now for about 6 months, and we're good to have him. Owen Saunders. We're going to get him to set in on this number. And the tune we've got picked out, we're going to get you to kick it off on the mandolin, David, and it suits what you fellas are doing here today. It's one called I'm Blue and I'm Lonesome Too.
Man, that sounds like a good one to me.
of a train goodbye makes me want to stop and cry. I recall the day I took you away. I'm blue, I'm lonesome too. And when I hear that whistle blow, I wanna pack my clothes and go. The lonesome sight of a train goodbye makes me wanna stop and cry. And the still of the night, in the pale moonlight, the wind it moans and cries. These lonesome blues I just can't lose. I'm blue, I'm lonesome too. And when I hear that whistle blow, I wanna pack my clothes and go. The lonesome sigh of a train goodbye makes me wanna stop and cry. And when I hear that whistle blow, I wanna pack my clothes and go. The lonesome sigh of a train goodbye makes me wanna stop and cry.
Thank you, Owen. Thank you, James King, Scott Brown, and all the Warrior River boys. Ray Davis, good to be with you. And friends, we appreciate you listening in. Hope to see you soon. So long.
45 heading down that Lee Highway. Let 'em roll, boys. Train
Boy,
45.
ain't that a good one?
Man, great time. That there a movie, you know.
That Train 45.
Son,
John,
that
that
was,
was some good picking on that guitar turd, too,
Well,
I
I tell
guarantee
you, you got on down on the old 5 there. Yes, sirree.
It's good to be back here on the radio today again,
Yes,
ain't it, John?
sirree. I'm feeling good and sprite today. How about all y'all?
Yes, sir.
It's time to go
I'm
on.
feeling good and
Why
sprite.
don't we on that old train number, Larry? How about let's get on up the key of G there and do... How about that new river train? How did that sound to you?
That sounds real good to me, John. Boys, let's like to say one thing before we get started. We hope everybody out there enjoys this here today. And let's hit it, boys. A little bit of that new river train.
Yes, sir.
I'm riding on that new river train. I'm riding on that new river train. That same old train that brought me here, gonna take me away again. Darling, you can't love one. Darling, you can't love one. You can't love one and still have one. Darling, you can't love one. I'm riding on that new river train. I'm riding on that new river train. The same old train that brought me here, take me away again. Darling, you can't love two. Darling, you can't love two. You can't love two and your heart still be true. Darling, you can't love two. I'm riding on that new river train. I'm riding on that new river train. That same old train that brought me here, take me away again. Darling, you can't love three. Darling, you can't love three. You can't love three and still love me. Darling, you can't love three. I'm riding on that new river train. I'm riding on that new river train. That same old train that brought me here, take me away again. I'll pick it out. Darling, you can't love four. Darling, you can't love four. You can't love four and love me anymore. Darling, you can't love four. I'm riding on that new river train. I'm riding on that new river train.
That same old train that brought me here, take me away again. I'm riding on that New River train. I'm riding on that New River train. The same old train that brought me here, gonna take me away again.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Man, that was a long ride, wasn't it, John?
Yeah, we
I
rode
believe
on
we need
down.
to stop in here at the rest area and take a break, don't you?
Man, I tell you what, I could sit down and take a break.
I'll
Sure
tell you
could.
what, let's ship on out of here, John. Turn it back over to Ray here for a few minutes, and we'll be back with you folks in just a few more minutes. Keep
Hold
that
on
dial
to
right
your
there.
chairs, folks.
Hold on to your
yes,
chairs.
sir.
Yes, sir, Reed.
Oh, yeah.
Jenny Lynn.
Mighty fine fiddling, Owen. Mighty fine fiddling. Boys, we're glad to be back here again on air for do a couple of more numbers here today, and I think John's got a real nice gospel song here he's going to play for you.
Yeah, we want to get serious now with it, boys, and get on down and do a real pleasant old gospel number. Hope you folks enjoy this. We've been doing it for a while now, and I like this song. It's a good one.
We're going to get Owen to kick it off, ain't we, John? It's an old number called What Will the Coming of the Lord Mean to You?
Yes, sir.
If we can get our capos on up there in the right position.
You mean you got your cable up?
Yeah, I got to get it on up there in the right key. I'll tell you what.
Did you read
we-
the instruction
Well,
manual?
we've
with that
always
thing?
been
Well,
lost.
they sent me one. They sent me one, but I don't know how to read, boys.
We've been lost about half our life anyway, ain't we?
But this is a pretty song, really, folks, and we hope you enjoy it today. It's called What Will the Coming of the Lord Mean to You?
What will the coming of the Lord mean to you? Have you lived a life to take you through? Or will you run, hide, or stand by his side? What will the coming of the Lord mean to you? Depart from me, I never knew. You asked him, will he say his words to you in the end? Or will he say, well done, a crown of life you've won? What will the coming of the Lord mean to you? What will the coming of the Lord mean to you? Have you lived a life to take you through? Or will you run and hide or stand by his side? What will the coming of the Lord mean to you? Some awake and find love when are gone, and cry, oh Lord, don't leave us here alone. But then you hear him say, it's not too late to pray. What will the coming of the Lord mean to you? What will the coming of the Lord mean to you? Have you lived a life to take you through? Or will you run and hide or stand by his side? What will the coming of the Lord mean to you? Or will you run and hide or stand by his side? What will the coming of the Lord mean to you?
Yeah, man. What will the coming of the Lord mean to you? That's one we ain't been too long recorded. It's a good one, ain't it?
That's a pretty number, John, I'll tell you. I really like it. I think John's got the folks out there another number picked out. This here song here has done real good for us, and we love singing it. It's a pretty song.
Beautiful
We hope
song.
you enjoy it here today, folks. It's called The Keeper of the Door. And I think Owen kicks this one too with the fiddle.
Yeah, you got it, son.
Yeah, I believe it's in tune, Owen. I believe you're going to be all right there. Sometimes he has to take a second go at it, folks.
When my name is called and entered heaven's portal, if I could have one wish granted, this I know, I'd be happy just to be along with Jesus. Yes, I'd like to be the keeper of the door. If I could see the smile on every face that enters, shake the hands of all the friends I used to know, I'd be happy just to be at home with Jesus. Yes, I'd like to be the keeper of the door. There'll be many things to see when I reach heaven, like to get to pearl on the street, fearless gold. But after I have had a while to talk with Jesus, yes, I'd like to be the keeper of the door. If I could see the smile on every face that enters, shake the hands of all the friends I used to know, I'd be happy just to be at home with Jesus. Yes, I'd like to be the keeper of the door. Yes, I'd like to be the keeper of the door. Mighty fine, boys.
Yeah.
Keeper of the door. That's a pretty
I'd
song.
like to send that out to anybody that might be in the need
That's
today.
right, that's
A
right.
little blessing out there.
We've had a big time here with Ray. Ain't we, boys? We sure have. We've had a big
I
time.
mean, we've had a real good time, and we're looking forward to getting to come back one day soon, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Ray will have us back. And
Boys, we'll be up here before long again.
Yes, sir.
now.
We're going to be back up here. We got the date on that, ain't we? We're going to be back up here.
John, I got it right here in front of me. We're going to be up at the Arcadia Fire Hall, us and Ralph Stanley and all the Clinch Mountain boys, and we're hoping that old George Shuffler's going to be there. We got a little wind that he might be there, so maybe he'll be there. But us and Ralph is going to be up there, and maybe Mr. George Shuffler
Yes,
will be
sir,
there.
Ray, and I'll
And that's
tell you
going to be
what.
December the 5th, John. December the 5th.
Ray, we want to thank
Arcadia
you.
Fire
Yes,
Hall.
sir. We want to thank Ray for having us and up here today and having us up there on that show. And folks, so long.
Time to head on back,
Time to head on back down to the swamps of Georgia.
Got to go home, boys. Get back
Yes,
to Georgia.
sir, Ray. So long, folks, and see you next time.